Alright, we should be back now. That took a little longer than I was anticipating, but the second I got my computer back up and running, Love2D was working again, but then my OBS wouldn't work. OBS was basically saying that it wasn't there. Well, the version I normally use wasn't there, another version was there. Didn't have all my things set up, so let's just double. That's not what I wanted. See, let's do. Okay, perfect. We do have the game. Let's get the music going. All right. So let's work on this a bit. Currently just kind of trying to figure some things out with Love2D, as well as like make a game. So right now we're working on the tutorial level. Basically lets you see that, hey, you should locate the victim, mouse over them to learn facts about the incident. So then like you do this, and it says you can bring up a tablet, it has all your notes. We have no notes. But look at this. Okay, so this says they were stabbed with a sharp knife. Alright, and then it says you should search the area, you may find evidence that can help you. With the case, try to locate the weapon. Once found, click on it to collect. So now if I pull this up, it says stabbed with a sharp knife, which is what we know about the victim. Now I may change this font from being like a white font to maybe like a black or a different color. I'm also thinking of changing the outline of this tablet. I'm not 100% certain. I do have a couple things that I could do. I just haven't figured out exactly what I want. This is actually, for those of you who have been around for a while, you'll notice this tablet looks oddly familiar. It's the same one that I used for Alternate Worlds. I already had it made, so I just kind of grabbed it and went with it. So yeah. Alright. And so, this. Like I said, we may change the color here. We're definitely probably going to change the outline since it is black and it butts up against the border. But if I tab, it should close. It's opening and closing works, and if I hover over the person, you'll notice the stabbed with a sharp knife is in gray, and then if I bloody knife found on the victim, I think this should have been red. I have to double check if I hadn't already accidentally like hovered over, or if their stuff is too far over. Really what I want to do is I want to be able to click on this, or actually probably makes more sense to move into the room so I can collect the item, which is what I was thinking, instead of actually clicking on it, moving into the same room. So let's change the dialogue. Try to look at the once found. Move to the move to the room, and you will. Okay. So then, I guess what we could do is don't need this anymore. Okay, so on mouse pressed, if mouse pressed is over weapon. So yeah, this says it is looking for, well, mouse pressed, if button code is 1, then if tutorial, mouse over. If I look at mouse, weapon, mouse X, mouse Y, click on it, then it should be collected. But let's try this. Let's do this. Let's do a print. Weapon. Okay. So we'll just hover over. Okay, cool. Let's do this. I'm gonna need to be able to see that this clicked or not. Okay, so it is not. Okay, so let me put this away. I'm just kind of clicking in various places because sometimes my X and my Y's are a little wonky. It's not working for me. Okay. Is there some other thing here? We know mouse over works. If player, this would be why. Because level has not started. Okay. So I would have to be in the game. The game would have to be started. Okay, so then let's try this. Let's find our key press. What do we need? We need it to be level started. Level started equals true. Okay. Okay, so there, stop the sharp knife, and we move away, it will. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that's not good. Bad argument. Set color. So something is setting the color poorly. Well, you know what? It's probably one. I think it's this. Hold on. Where is it? Mouse over. Okay, so it's under draw. Then we would need to go to draw rooms. Yeah, I believe it's this right here. I believe it's this room color. It doesn't know what it is. Oh man, and I don't remember. Okay, let's go to my GitHub. Let me see if I've ever had a variable there. This is for the tutorial. This is under my draw function. No, there's never been a room color. Show flame. Outline wouldn't have it. Paths wouldn't have it. Movement wouldn't have it. Let's see. Any of my resources? So button, no. Characters, no. Dialogue, no. Movement, no. Outline, no. Path, no. So I have a variable just set that doesn't. No, I do have a room color. Okay, did I just miss it? Outline. So I have. Yeah, so right above this should have been room color. Okay. Local room color equals. And this is 26 over 255. 232 over 255. Oops. 2.5 over 255. Okay. This should now work. There we go. Okay. Woo, okay. Then, if I click on this, I did pick it up. Awesome. Okay. That works. I wish... I feel like moving into the zone would... I think going into the zone is better than this picking it up. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move the icons. Because the player is set to go dead center. And currently they're setting dead center. If I shift it, but here's the issue is depending on what room I put it in. Okay, so let's do this. Let's. Okay, first things first. We need to go to draw characters. And then we need to do that. We'll print the we'll draw the player last, so it'll at least be on top. Now I'm trying to think, should I shift them to the left or to the right? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Should I... here, let's look at the map. So they could be in this room, this room, this room, this room. If they're in any of these, it's gonna not be great because of the size. It'll push them out of that room. Or I just print on top. Ooh, what is this? 122. What is 122? If not, attempted to index a nil value. But 122 for tutorial talks about room 7. Huh. Did we move? Probably because we moved through room 7, but like we didn't play our location through room 7. Okay. Let's shift them to the left 75 pixels. Let's do this. Let's get a player location. And else character X. So then we can, what we'll do is we will victim.x equals victim.x x minus, we'll do 80. Because our frame is 75, so if we move an additional like 5 pixels off to the side, we don't need to move on the y-axis, just on the x-axis, I believe. So let's try that. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh yeah, because I'm like, they're in this room and they're very close to that edge. Oh, and then it pushed them into here. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. Okay, yeah, that is not good at all. What is happening? If text displayed is equal to 1, player location victim gets set there. Nope. Hmm. Let's try a thing. Hold on. Let's remove it from here. Let's add it here. Let's see how that affects the thing. Okay. Again, another one where they're like middle of the wall. And then they shift again. Yeah. Oof. That is not good. Alright, so it made us become that we made us sit on top of them. Because adjusting that. Because we're adjusting their position. And I'm not certain that, let's see, find victim that. So when we draw them, we are drawing them where we set their X. And then we set it here under player location. It's negative 80. And then we call this again. That's why. I see why. Okay. It's because we called it again. Because inside of this function is when we call the weapon, when we place the weapon, it also calls this function and moves him over 80 pixels. That's why it jumped. Okay. So we have the Y. What's the fix? So instead of setting it there, could we set it somewhere else? okay, so we can't set it here. That's a known thing. If I were to do this, where, okay, so if I were to update this, where would I call it from? Could I, hold on, let's see, hold on. If text displayed is equal to 1, we move their thing 80, right? But that's gonna, is that gonna move them after the fact? Okay, so now they're over. Stab with a sharp knife. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that didn't move them again, but it does push. Ooh, why is the knife on this item now? Okay. Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna need, I don't understand why it's attempting to index a nil value at 122. Is it because it's almost like because we move through the area, but it doesn't need, it's not changing player location. Player location shouldn't be calling. Well, hold on. Player location, character X equals room number. I wonder if it's the item, because it's character width, character height divided by 2. Room number. I wonder if it's the... Alright, so... we did this. Weapon X. Let's do plus. And move it to the right of the player instead of to the left of the player. That. Okay. That's still not correct. I moved it way over here. But we're still drawing it in the wrong location. Yeah, because we said take his X, which should be based on this, be the center of the room we're in. Add his width to that, which should shift it to the right. And then, but I'm willing to bet you when I put it in here, we are weapon, we're putting it, okay, so let's see now, where are we drawing the item? That's the message, it's the notebook. There it is. Yeah, we're looking at the victim's X and then we're subtracting his width. I don't think I need to do this anymore. I should be able to use Weapon X. But we shouldn't need to add it anymore because we're already doing that. And it's way over here. And then I would be right here. And that's fine for me. Up and found. Yeah, but we're still getting this weird... Okay, I want to see when that occurs. Because 122 is saying if the player location is not room 7, then we take their X, the room that they're in's X, plus its width minus its width divided by 2. And then its height. Okay, so we enter. Let's close that so I can see. Okay, so it hasn't appeared yet, so we do this. Okay, so it still hasn't appeared. Yeah, it's the second I entered a room. So when I went into this room, it then said it could not... Alright, so why? What has changed? Because this system worked a little while ago. I've made some major changes to my layout, but I didn't think I fucked with moving the player. So player location. So okay, let's look on. Let's just move through things. Let's mouse over. Key pressed. Here's mouse pressed. We do move player. Then move player. Does all the things and then calls a new room. New room. Equal path equals player.current room. New room. So then when I look at tutorial, we're sending it as target room number. Level started. If target room is no or target room equals room set, and then target room, if target room is not nil, then if target room number is not equal to 1 or is 1, then we do player.nextRoom equals target room number. So we're sending it as target room number. And then player dot, this is next room. Yeah, so player dot next room would be updated when we click. So we chose the target, we set it, and then we said, hey, you're sending them on this path, and we're gonna send you the target room number. If the target room is not equal to, but it's definitely not, because he went to the right room. The movement worked. Everything, it knew where to go. It did all that. And then it got to here. attempt to index a no value. So it would have sent new room. If not waypoint index. This is what moves the player along the field. But once he's there, we call his new room. Then we come back here. Then that's when this gets called. So we need to send character and room number when we call this. And we are sending just the room, new room. So then I need to send where new room? Okay, that did not. Yeah, okay, so for whatever reason, it just didn't like that I wasn't sending a player. So at least that tells me that I was able to figure that one. So we do have a working movement system still, thank fuck. So I was not ready to have to try to troubleshoot that thing again. Especially when this is my movement system. Let's see. Alright, so let's think about this. What? Okay, so we want to change the logic here. We want to. Okay, so mouse. Okay, so if mouse ever, then weapon found. Okay, so I don't need to do that because we know it works. Then so I would need to first determine if the player is in the same room. Because what I could do is I could move the player to the room, and then if okay, then if player dot current room is equal to weapon dot current room, then do this. So let's do this. Hover. Okay, cool. So we're not there. And then it is, and then when I click on it, okay. So that's one way of doing it. Is I would move there, then I could pick it up once I'm in the room. Okay. If player is moving is false, then we can move. I wish I could figure out a way, like, once they got in, if it was clicked to pick up. Um, I mean, well, no, because I don't want it to do it just if I did that. I guess, hold on. Let's do this. Let's let's do this. Collecting equals false. Okay. If player moving, then this. If player dot something equals. No, if player collecting, then if player dot current room is equal to weapon dot current room, then where is it? Where is it? Here it is. We're gonna cut those. We're gonna set if player dot collecting equals true. Upright. Back up here. Paste that. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. So we've got this. Okay, so we click on it. We're moving. Did not pick it up. Okay. If player.current room is equal to, well, then because player's not moving at that time. Okay, if moving, then else if he's not moving and if he is in collecting mode, then when they equal the same room, pick it up. Still didn't do it. All right. Huh. So it is basically saying if player is moving, then if they're not moving, and if the player is collecting, then if the current room is equal to the weapons current room, then do this. Okay, so then let's do this. Rent player current room, and then weapon. Oops. Current room. Yeah. Let's see what that is. Oops. I'm gonna need to move this. Alright, so currently they say they're in rooms 6 and 8. Okay. Ooh. That's not an intended result. Why did that happen? Oh, because it equals, yeah. That's an oversight. Alright, we won't do that again, now that I know that's a thing. But we're gonna definitely have to fix that. Okay, so now I am moving. I am in the room. Okay, so it does say that I'm in the room. Okay. Am I collecting? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So you guys can see what I'm looking at. What we're gonna do is we're going to turn in main. We're gonna turn full screen to false. Okay. We're gonna go here. And then we're gonna go to update. So then we're printing this, Then let's print player dot collecting. So I wonder if it's not collecting. Okay, so we're mouse over. Okay, so we're over it. We clicked, it says we're not collecting. That would be, now we are collecting. Okay. Okay. On mouse press. Oh. Because it's saying, if you're then, yeah, this doesn't need to be this. This just needs to say, we are putting it into collecting mode. This should fix it now. Enter, hover, and click on it. We are collecting. Get in, we pick it up. There we go. That's what we want. But however, let's try this, because let's say I just click on the room, I don't click on the item. And then now I click on the item. Yeah, we're collecting, but it's not picking up. Okay. So if player dot not equal to weapon dot current room, then player dot collecting is true. Else we'll do paste that, and okay. So let's see if this still works the way we want. So we hover, boom, hover, we click, we are okay. So that worked. Hover, we hover, we're gonna click here, so we're not, and then we click on it. Okay, cool. So both work. However, I'm noticing that even though I hover over, I wonder if it's because I can accidentally hover over the thing. I wonder if it's because I can It's because I can accidentally hover over the thing that's okay. So this is fine. I don't need this anymore. All right, let's do this. Let's do another print. We're gonna print. I'm gonna print it by here. We're gonna say print weapon times health. So I want to see what it says. It's currently set to 1 time, and now it's set to 2 time because I'm hovering over where it will be. Okay. If mouse, okay, and it's over the entity, then entity hovered equals true if entity 0. Okay. If entity dot visible, then if we hover over you do all of this, and there we go. So now when I hover over here as much as I want, 1, 2, there we go. Okay. That fixes that issue. Need to change where this is. The weird part is it's because, yeah, we call it here. Surprised I can't. I wonder if it's because I'm not technically loading, but I am, because main is doing this and it's saying switch here, and it's doing current scene load. So it is casting load. So it is calling load on this. So then this should run, and we do this. All right, so hold on, let's do this. Let's do print victim.x. Let's see, hold on. We'll do victim x before. Victim x. Print victim x after victim x. It's printing so many things. So it is saying that his X is 605 after. Huh. Okay. Hold on. Where is... So it's this. I don't need... Alright. So let's do this. We're there. It says he's at 522. We mouse over. Boom. We have the bloody knife found. And yep, because of how far over, because it's small, it should be full screen, so maybe that won't be an issue. Let's move in. Oh yeah, that's fine. And we picked it up when we got in. It should be as desired, right? And then let's quit, load it back up. Hover. Okay. Let's just click in the room. Now we'll just walk there. Perfect. Pick it up. Ooh. It still shows, even though it's not there. Okay. That's easy enough. That would be under draw messages. If weapon. Okay. If then if weapon visible, then we can do this. Surprisingly that they're sitting it there every time. Okay, there we go. Now it's removed. And then we have the knife. Okay. Let's then go back to my main. Let's get back to true. Go. Where'd you go now? Okay, you're down here. Hover, stab with the sharp knife. Okay, cool. Then right here, bloody knife found on the victim. We click on it. Boom. Alright, cool. So I guess, okay. So do I need trying to think, do I need to update our tablet to specify that we have in fact picked up the bloody knife? Do we tell it that we collected evidence? That's, I guess, my big concern. They could add a note to the thing that basically says that we found it. But I'm not 100% on what I want it to do. So we have it, we can pick it up. That's a plus. Okay, so we can move around to the map. We can pick up that. Once we pick it up, we need to shift it back. So then we need to go to our update. Then why is this all the way back here? That shouldn't be that far back. There we go. If weapon dot collected, then if text displayed is equal to 2, then query message is true, so that'll get us back into there. Level started equals false, so we can't move around anymore. Text displayed equals text display plus 1. display dialog, tutorial dialog, text display. So that'll get us to part 3. Okay. This is a crime scene. You should locate the victim, mouse over them to learn facts about the incident. Once found, move to the room. Try to locate the weapon once found. Move to the room. And click on the item to speaker equals narrator, text equals okay. Ooh. I guess I need to figure out. Okay, so now I need to figure out a way to introduce the time system as well as how to actually implement that from a gameplay standpoint. So right now we can move around the board. So we now have the weapon. We now have the victim. Okay. Once you have retrieved, once you have found the victim and retrieved the murder weapon, you analyze the data and gain access to certain time junctions to once you found the victim and retrieve the murder weapon, you analyze the data and gain access to certain time junctions. Utilize these time junctions to map the bring them to justice. Cool. Let's do this. We now have the game. Boom. Grab my tab. There's nothing there. So now, okay. I need to determine if the tab is open, should everything else be turned off? Because like right now I can hover over that. Okay. So, should I be able to do that? I guess is my first question. Should I be able to navigate with the tablet open. So I could basically turn level started to false if it's open. And I could also turn... Well... Huh. Well... Because that only checks to see... So if I mouse over... items... So that would be under... mouse over. If entity is visible... I could make them invisible once the tab is open. Then that way they wouldn't be able to mouse over. So basically... Ooh. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. So, on tab, if is visible, then so my concern is if I say, okay, if notebook unlocked, then this. Then if not tutorial maps, if not tutorial message, then you may open the notebook. But if, okay, so then what that says is, right now I can't open, but I also haven't unlocked it. I've now unlocked it, so now I can't open it yet. Now I can reopen it. Okay, that's perfect. That portion, perfect. So now I don't have to worry about, oh man, do I turn tutorial message on or off? You can't open it if it's on. I would then need to, if it is visible, then victim dot visible equals false. Weapon dot visible equals false. Right? That's assuming that the weapon is visible. And if notebook is visible, then you hit it, then we're putting it away. Victim dot visible equals true. We gotta bring the victim back. If not weapon collected, then weapon visible equals true. And then both. Okay. So then let's do this. We have this. We tab. They're invisible. Okay. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to... Ooh, that shouldn't be there. Ah, I see why though. Weapon. Okay. If not weapon collected and weapon unlocked. Okay. This should fix that. So now I can open this and close this. Cool. We can hover. Boom. You can't open it now. You can open it. Ah. But now it's not there. Okay. If not weapon collected and weapon is unlocked, then weapon But that's true. It is not collected because we haven't clicked on it, and it is unlocked because it gets unlocked when it becomes, well, hold on, fund weapon underscore, or no, weapon dot unlocked. Ah, we don't actually unlock it. Okay. No text equals to weapon dot equals. There we go. That'll fix it. Okay, so she's down there. We can't see her when this is up. Perfect. Can't bring it up. There. There we go. We're gonna click on it. It has now been collected. And it crashes there. Okay. Then let's just do else if text displayed is equal to 3, then we'll just do error message equals false and level started equals true. Yeah. And then, okay. There we go. It doesn't come back. You can still hover over. Okay, so we need to go back to draw characters. If it's invisible, then this. If not serial found, draw messages. If weapon visible, then this. Yeah. If victim dot visible, then if we have her over, then there. Okay, so now, so I need a better color than that white for the for the thing. So let's do RGB color picker. You could do a red. We could do. It's like a bluish. So probably don't want to do a blue. Definitely don't want to do a red. We could do. Let's try something about here. Yeah. Let's go here. We're gonna minimize this. Bring this over. And do color. Local notebook color equals 163 over 255, 48 over 255, 179. Okay. And then we need to all the way down here. We're printing it here. So then what we'll do is we'll do love.set color. Oh wait, no, there's another way to do this. Oh, right. So instead of doing it this way, we don't do it with a normal print. We do it with an outline. So let's do this. Outline dot typewriter outline. This is blue. And we're using game font. And then the X is notebook dot notes X. Then it's notebook dot notes Y. Then it's max width. This is the left alignment. This is outline offset. And it's outline color. And then this is different color. Yeah. This. I know it turned the whole world purple, but that I don't know if I like this. Not sold 100% on this. We'll have to workshop some of these colors, I think. Okay. The other thing. Let's do this real fast. Love dot color. There. We'll reset that. Well, hold on. What if I do undo that? Redo that. Let's do 0.5. Let's just 0.5. 0.5. But it's only okay now. Okay, so it's only if I. Okay, so let's move this. If notebook visible, then you set the color to a kind of darker color. There we go. Yeah, so that kind of darkens it. Wait. Over. Now. Yeah, we also need to turn this off. I thought I did that by doing that, but let's see. Because on mouse over, if entity visible, then so I'm wondering if it's this portion here. Well, you know, we can do it in draw. Draw rooms. If level started, but see, it says, yeah, if level started. When the tab is visible, notebook visible equals true victim. Oh, we did not set. Thank you for letting me know. It is 1 o'clock. If not, share a message then. So then we need to say level started is false. Well, if well, because I can always set it to false. The thing that would be a trick is if it was true here, then to make it true again. You know what I mean? Like if I say, hey, let's make it true, but it was never true to begin with, that might be kind of an issue. So, what we need to do is figure out if it was. Well, I guess we would know that because it would be if text displayed is greater than 1, because it's not visible on the first one, but it is on 2, then level started equals true. That should solve. So right now, I can't hover over anything. It's grayed out. Still can't hover over anything. Cool. So hover over you. We get this. We can hover. Do this. It's back. There we go. I don't know about this. Purple is okay, but I'm wondering if we want to change something else. So let's see. We have okay. To analyze the data and gain access to the time junctions. Once you found the victim and retrieve the murder weapon, you'll analyze the data and gain access at certain time junction. Time junctions. I feel like it should be visible within the tablet. I almost want to make it like a button that'll change what screen is shown. And then you can basically click on like clues, time junctions, and then like information, or yeah, like I don't know what to call like the analyzed data. Like I don't want to just call it like autopsy or anything, because I could probably put more information there. Like that would be part of it, but it's not really a clue. I mean, I guess it could be. Like you could be like, oh, you know, the time of death was 9 o'clock with a knife in the blah. So you would have all of your information, and then yeah, it's one of those like trying to think like what's the best way to get that data, and like how do I display it to the player. So let's see. You will analyze the data and gain access to certain time junctions. Let's cut this. Review the available data from your notebook. Speaker equals narrator, and then it's text equals and I'll paste this when you are ready, gauge the universal system and view the available time functions. Okay. So then instead of, let's see, key press, instead of this being at 3, it should be at 4. Okay. There we go. Get this, stab with the sharp knife. Associate and find evidence. Okay, so click on it. And walk to the room. I'm gonna pick it up. Perfect. To the restaurant, you will utilize the data and gain access to the certain time junctions. Review the available data from your notebook. When you are ready, engage the time traversal system and review the available time junctions. Utilize these time junctions to stop the killer and bring them to justice. Perfect. And if I, there you go. Thing is hoverable, and then I can just like want to walk around the map. I can, and just be like, do. Yep, I have all the rooms mapped out. They are all reversible, which thank God, because that was a hassle to get going. But I'm glad I spent the time doing it. Like I tried other things to get it to work, but like nothing was nothing was working for me. So if anyone has like a good way to like set up like pathfinding and stuff like that, knows how to do it, especially if they know how to do it in Love2D, I'd be greatly appreciative if you could share that. All right, so we will now be working on that. Okay, so once we have that, we start the level. I would need to add, I guess I would want to add buttons to the tablet for you to switch screen. And then once you traverse, I just need a good, like, a good way of doing that. I guess buttons would be my best bet. Like, put 2 buttons, maybe 3 at the very top, drop where the information starts, or I mean, it could just be above it. Because I mean, doesn't because I don't want the buttons to interfere with the text. Or they could appear when you do that. Or I could have the tablet, instead of appearing off to the side, we could have the tablet appear in the center of the screen. Let's do that. Instead of it appearing off to the side, because I think, I mean, again, that was really just a, it was really just a temporary thing. So we need its width. So what we want to do is we want to take what is it called? Window width. And it is not height, window width minus notebook dot sprite get width. I'm gonna go ahead and divide that by 2 because we're gonna scale it down. And then we're gonna divide that by 2. I believe that's where we want it. That apparently did not do what I wanted to do. Window width minus. Let's just do this and see where that puts us. Does not display it at all. Or at least not on. So it's not giving me an error, so it's not like it doesn't know where something is. Notebook dot, and notebook sprite is how we're getting the image, right? Yes. So Sprite. Yeah, you have the image get width. I'm getting its width. But that currently needs to be halved because the window width is 800, right? Look at this. Get dimensions. Maybe do base width instead of window width. That might be what the issue is. I think it might be base width. That's it. So there it is. And then divide that by 2. Oop. We need it to be... Need... half the width. That's still not exactly where I want it. So then... It's... So back here, we're gonna remove that. We're gonna take this out of the parentheses. Let's see how that affects its location. It does not. Okay, so we got base width, which is 800. And minus half of the sprite's width, which put us at the end of this. So then if we take this, wrap it in this, and then divide it by 2. There you go. That's good. And then we want to do the same thing here. So we want base height minus notebook dot sprite. We want height. And divide that by 2 and put that over 2. Okay, so that's not quite it. Okay, so it's... it's almost like it didn't divide it by 2. Yeah, I feel like it didn't go anywhere. And it went up a little bit. That's... Huh. Do that. So do this. I made it lower. Puts it back at like the top almost. This I gotta go.
Little one is up.
I'll see you guys later.